What's up? What's up? Good morning, good afternoon to everybody tuning in. Great start to our Wednesday morning here. Right now, we're going to go ahead and do a midweek market overview. If you didn't catch the Sunday market overview on the channel, I pretty much keep everything updated inside of the Telegram chat here as well. We've had some really nice plays go on this week, especially for what we were looking at on Sunday. So that's the purpose of this video that I'm going to be making for y'all today. So let's go ahead and dive pretty much right into it. We're going to come back to the Telegram chat. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and minimize myself a little bit. Definitely make sure if you are enjoying the channel or if you took advantage of any of the setups that we've talked about this week, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you have some blue profits on your phone, turn that like button blue, just like that. Go ahead and subscribe, turn the notification bell on if you guys want to be updated on future videos. Now, as always, a quick friendly reminder that I am not a professional financial advisor. Everything shared in this video is for education and for entertainment purposes only. Now, before we go over any of the Forex pairs, as you guys know, I'm going to go ahead and touch on the dollar index. And let me go ahead and just minimize myself a little bit here. Cool. Beautiful. So again, we're going to stick to the hour, just going over some regular stuff, right? Market opens. We were talking about this 90.25 level being our target for the week. Well, we got that really early on, not only on Sunday and Monday, but also on Tuesday, we drove down below it. So as you can see, the regular Wyckoff schematics going on here, we had all the equal lows. We traded below them, then we traded back above. And, we were identifying this candle over here, this last up to down candle with an imbalance. So yesterday afternoon, we got a really nice play on this, was able to take a nice setup on gold. But overall, after this all closed and, this is no longer valid, even though we did see that great rejection off of it, we were talking about, hey, we've equaled out last week's high. So let's go ahead and see this trade down a little bit. As you can see, it only got down to about the 50%, but it didn't need to go any lower. And from there, y'all chill. My cat's going at it. From there, we were able to trade back up. And this is what I pretty much sent last night in the Telegram, right? Obviously, again, just small rejection going through last week's high. And then this is an overall hour gap in price that had happened last week or the week before. So as you can see, we've effectively traded through that, hit our one deviation so far. We have a little bit more imbalance going on up here. So still bullish on the dollar. Again, just for the week, very clean plays. We saw our low side target get met and traded through. Then we rejected nicely off of our high side target, made some more highs, and now we've effectively traded through those. And you guys can see all that inside of the Telegram chat over here. So this was from obviously Sunday, right? We traded down through 90.25, got back up to our prices here. We did a little update yesterday afternoon, boom, boom, boom. And then from there, right, this is where I sent this last night, and this is where we actually got one of our best setups for the week. So just looking to take the dollar a little bit higher, it gave this really great opportunity on GBP USD, right? This was about last night at about 10 p.m. So we would have wanted to see the market trade back up around this 39 whole level, stops up here depending on which entry you wanted to take. And we were looking to not only trade down into the 38.50 half level at this down candle, but more imbalance down here once we got towards 138. And plus, that plays into the correlation of the strong dollar. So just really great play here. I'm going to go ahead and show that for you guys on GBP USD. Right. So again, market traded up to start the week, let it do its thing. We see that evidence of it trading back down. We have this nice down structure. And then again, when I sent the trade out last night, we were about right here, let London market do its thing. And then right here at 3 o'clock, and right, we're going to talk about those key times. If you watch that best times to trade Forex video that I have on my channel from the confirmation checklist, this is where it should bring it all together, right? So as you see, that 3 o'clock candle pushes up into our entry, and then we immediately trade back down, right, filling out all of this imbalance. And now effectively this morning, right at 8 o'clock, after that 8:30 news that had come out for the US dollar, right, not only did we have that GBP news at 2, we had the core retail sales coming out at 8:30. Later, we got FOMC going on. We'll touch on AUD at the end of the webinar. But just really clean play. So we'll go ahead and knock this down on a smaller time frame, kind of go over a little bit more as to what went on here. So again, market traded. We almost got entry at about 98 at about 12:15 in the morning, but didn't quite. I had honestly thought I had a sell limit placed. I thought I had missed it and I fell asleep, right? But still had the sell limit in. We decided to trade down. And then right here at 3:45, 4 o'clock, right? What do? We come trade into that whole level, right? Proper stops up above other recent highs of the wicks. And that, as you can see, the market effectively traded down below the liquidity. And then it actually gave one more entry this morning right here at 8:30. If you guys noticed, just like we did here with the fill of imbalance and sniper entry here. Let me go ahead and just make this purple. Just like we did here, we've now created a new institutional candle, right? This was that last up candle before, geez. This was that last up candle before the down move. So what do we know what to do with these candles? Mark off the open of the 50%. Well, look what happens when we mark up the 50% of that last up candle. And look at that highest price that it came and touched just about half an hour ago, right around 8:30 after that news came out. So I'm going to show this on a smaller time frame as well, just showing you guys how fractal the market really is, right? So again, we had left this candle up here. We traded down lower. We come back up. We initially reject off the open of this, but one more time they had to come trade above not only this smaller pool of early New York liquidity, but then also came and traded up above this little pool that happened right at 4:45. We effectively sniper that, and then we effectively trade right down into our 38.50 first take profit level. So again, when it comes to risk reward for this trade, I was really, for this first entry, I was looking to risk about 20 pips to gain about 50. So let me go ahead and pull that out, right? If we were to enter here, stop loss right here at 22 or 20, as you guys saw on my phone, I was using 39.20, profits down here, 39.50, right around a 2.5 to 1 risk to reward. Now again, we had at most about 3 to 4 pips drawdown on this trade. So again, depending on the drawdown or whatnot, almost a 10 to 1 trade within a couple hours, and targets were met really easily. So now pretty much just holding, took some profits here at the 38.50 level. Going to go ahead and hold. Market, the dollar index is still looking bullish. So I still want to see this fall down a little bit, maybe trade into the 50% of this imbalance here, and then go ahead and start rejecting off of. Or overall, I would love to see us come down into this structure here, because this is nice on the 4-hour chart near that 3,800 level. Now again, this is why you want to go ahead and take profits as it falls down, because we know that this market can now come back up and retrace into this candle as well, just like it did here, right? Take the money, candle up, trade down, retest. They could do the same thing. Take the money, trade down, come back up, retest, and then we'll go ahead and see it fall from there as well. But very beautiful trade here on GBP USD. As you guys know, this is pretty much the only Forex pair that I really do trade. I gave you guys updates on a couple others, but let me just go through some other GBP charts to show you really what happened, right? So again, same exact thing. You see the same evidence here. We have that equal pool of money. We had that last up candle. We're talking GBP JPY right here, right? We had that last up candle structure. We were trading down, right? What is all this? This is all London consolidation, right? Building up money to the downside, building up money to the upside. What happens right here at 8 o'clock? We come trade above that pool of liquidity, right? And we get really close. Let's see if we got the wick. We almost pretty much got the wick of that last up candle right there. So again, you're seeing similar structure on something like GU and GJ. Now we're trading to the downside. And then I'm pretty sure GA had also a similar setup, right? So again, same thing with GA, right? We had our smaller pool of money. We had that last up candle with imbalance below it, right? All this imbalance right here, right? We created that pool of money. We showed that evidence to the downside. And then this morning at 8:30, we came up and effectively traded through the open of that candle. So again, I'm not going to show you guys, huge risk to rewards here, but again, at least 20 pips coming off of these institutional plays, right? These are those institutional mitigation plays. So just the correlation with GBPs there were really nice. So again, you guys know I'm a pound trader. That's what I like to do. Outside of that, let's see what else I updated you guys on here in the Telegram chat. So GJ, we had talked about AUD USD, right? Our IT candles that we were looking at on Sunday. played nice here for about a 25 pip bounce. S&P also had a nice little bounce, and then NU also had a nice little bounce off of our areas. Now, like I said, here again, I'm biased towards a strong dollars, but notice how AU and NU played out nicely on the candles. That's why you stay patient and just wait for the candles to be hit. So let's go ahead and just look at AU and NU right now. So again, like I said, even though we got that bounce that we wanted to see and we ran for about 30 to 40 pips or so, right? With that strong dollar, it was going to go ahead and push it back down. So now it's back at entry there. And then NU, right? Same thing. Didn't give as much pips. Came back down into entry a little bit deeper. Did run for about 20, 30 pips as well. But as you can see with that strong dollar, it just pushed back through there as well. Not really a setup on UJ, the initial setup that we had here. Traded through, traded back down, but overall, traded through it. I didn't give an update on EU. USD CAD, honestly, actually just hit an entry point from Sunday night, but we traded down very quickly through all my targets. So I wouldn't really be interested in selling this. As you can see, we just did get rejection off that 27.35 level that we had pointed out. But again, with this way the dollar's looking right now, I would not be interested in shorting this pair. Now, again, could I be wrong and this just go ahead and tank out from here? Absolutely. And, GU reverse as well. It could. That's why you go ahead and take your profits as you're going through everything. But it's really nice, clean plays. Honestly, I'm really glad GU worked out in our favor here. Again, as you can see, market's making its way back up towards that institutional candle to hopefully go ahead and continue down. Again, dollar index, we could see some, downside retracement, probably back down to this imbalance, maybe a little bit deeper. But overall, I want to see this go ahead and continue up for the rest of the week. I don't know if anybody caught this. I didn't have a lot of people watch the crypto video that I put out yesterday. That's okay. The crypto videos aren't going to do as well as the Forex videos. Plus, YouTube still kind of like shadow bans a little bit of the crypto stuff, so I'm not really worried about it. But yesterday on my crypto stream, I don't know if anybody noticed. I didn't go over any setups, but I don't know if anybody noticed what I had going on here with the Fibonacci. And let me go ahead and I don't use replay mode too much, but when I did that stream, we were about right here. All right. And I had this Fibonacci pulled up. And you guys know, like when I have the Fibonacci pulled up, right? Swing low to swing high, we're looking for any deeper retracements. And we also had a little bit of imbalance hanging out right here on in this little bit of candles right above the 61%. So just really nice. Again, very bullish on crypto, right? No reason to want to be selling crypto at the moment, especially, on a long-term basis or a short-term day trading basis. So had a really nice bounce off the 61 here. I might throw up a screenshot here because I actually was able to execute a position right around 1740. But again, overall, if anybody would have caught this on the stream yesterday, this played out really well. And let me find the play button. So as you can see, now we've went ahead and traded up and over to that zero standard deviation. Had a real nice bounce there. And overall looking for higher prices on Ethereum as well, obviously. Bitcoin, new time highs this morning, right? Just going and trading up. Not really interested in shorting this as well. So I hope this midweek review helped you guys out a little bit. As for going on for the rest of the week, you know what I mean? Honestly, now that we've went ahead and been able to take some profits, I'm going to see what goes on with FOMC at 2 p.m. Again, this could be something that absolutely tanks the dollar. You know what I mean? We don't know. We can't guess what this news is going to do. So it could technically tank the dollar back down to the areas that we were even looking at last night if it wanted to. It could tank it out down here. So, and again, obviously we have all of this imbalance going on down here as well. Even though I'd like to see it be bullish, all this is open as well. So this could have just been the beginning of the week, and then we could end the week very bearish. That's why, again, you profit yourself out as you go through everything. I'll take a look at AUD USD quick though, because we do have those unemployment changes coming up. And then other than that, I'll really be focused on Friday's London session. So let's look at AU on kind of a bigger time frame here. We'll go ahead and get rid of this setup they were talking about there. So overall, again, it's still looking to play out with that downside bias. Even though you guys can see that we're technically bullish. Let me go back to a daily. Again, market is very bullish. You can see some retailers are probably catching this as that double top, right? Getting some sellers inside of the market. We did have a really nice daily engulf. And then again, on the daily here, you can see we came up and traced back into the 50% of that last up candle. So that's why we're seeing that downside over here. But overall, right, would want to see this continue to the upside. And we do have obviously some imbalance going on to the downside down here. So again, everything's kind of, even though we have the liquidity to the upside, looking pretty bearish. Here on the 4 hour, right, that's the same imbalance that we have from the daily. So pretty much everything right there. And then again, you guys can see like that small money trend line that's being made here, right? They're going to create that pool of buyers right before they want to come down and reprice into an imbalance area, right? Reprice into a last down candle, whatever they want to do. Again, we're not always knowing for sure. We're just waiting for these candles to be met. Um, so not really looking at a whole lot here. Again, this week, not really any imbalance. We'll see if maybe an hour candle has some kind of entry we could take here, right? Because this was an institutional sell entry here. We could see if we can maybe get something here to take us down towards 76.80. So let's go ahead and mark off 76.80. That's about the open of this other candle here. So there's 76.80. Let's go down to the hour, see what we're working with. And again, it's going to show similar structure as GBP USD as well, right? It's not going to follow it verbatim perfectly. And look at this again, like daily 4 hour and 1 hour imbalance. That means it's very, very, likely that they would want to come and reprice into this area, right? You see that consolidation, sell off before buy up. That's exactly what you want to see. Money trend line. Overall, you can see that they've actually already done that little test here. Again, just like GU, could they come up and maybe catch 50% of this still? Absolutely. That's what we're doing. We're just walking price back down. But I would stay, I'm going to stay bearish on AUD USD as well. Again, with unemployment changes, there's no telling, they could throw a bullish candle up in here if they wanted to go ahead and fill out some of this imbalance that was left up here. But, again, overall, I wouldn't be counting on that. I would rather them see maybe just throw like a smaller candle to the upside, right? Think about it. Like right before 7:30, if people are bearish on it, people are going to be selling it at 7:20, 7:25, 7:29, and it maybe markets right here. So what's likely to happen if people are selling here, right? Let's say it's 7 p.m. later tonight. People are selling here to catch the market down here, and they got stops, whatever, like a 10 pip stop. Even if they have a 20 pip stop, why would they not go ahead and just run the market up 20 pips to where the actual institutional entry would be, right? And then go ahead and move the market down, right? It's going to stop out the majority of people. And this is what's always going on behind the markets. I don't go in depth with this all the time, but this is the logic behind it all. Let's just look at the 15-minute real quick. So again, just really nice structure right here. So that's what I would be looking at for AUD USD. Again, if you're not already in a short position on this, I would wait. If market does trade back up here at 7:30, again, and you wanted to take some kind of low risk entry once it's traded up there, maybe risking 5 to 10 pips, taking it to the downside, could be interesting. But I would like for this pool of money to stay in play and see if we go ahead and take that to the downside. But other than that, we will do some stock indexes tomorrow for Thursday's session. As you can see, we are opening at 9:30. Very, very bearish. Let me go ahead and just check out some of this. Give you guys a little bit extra on this call. So, again, I've already done what I want to trading this morning. We could maybe find some rejection there, right? And again, like it's all risk to reward here. You don't necessarily want to be buying a falling knife right here. But again, if you were to see some kind of smaller time frame schematic, right, you enter around the 50% of that, stop up underneath the wick. As you can see, we're obviously getting, and we're going to get that rejection. I mean, this is institutional order flow at the end of the day. It's just depending on whether you want to take the setup or not. As you can see, again, really nice candle here to the upside. But it's pretty bearish right now. Plus, it's 9:34, so I want to be looking to enter until about 9:45. We'll just go ahead and look at the minute, see what's going on. Right, I'll just wait for more candles to be played out for this. Really short stop. This is like a 4 to 5 pip stop on the S&P, so wouldn't be too interested in this. Just something that's it's obviously playing into right now. Um, again, but this could just be right. This is just that 9:30 manipulation to the downside to maybe trade back up into this up candle to go ahead and continue down to the downside. Again, it's all speculation until we see where this 15-minute candle would want to close at 9:45. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and end this here for our mid-market review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Look at this, right? Whoops, I'm going to grab a new line so we can make it straight, right? Open of this last down candle, right? You can see the rejection, right? All of this consolidation buildup, right? Drive down below the money, right? Right at 9:30. Come down, trade off the open of this last down candle. Now we're seeing that rejection back off of it. I'll show you guys how fractal that is here on the smaller time frame. That's all it is, over and over and over again. You're doing the same thing, and for more of scalping purposes, whatnot. Let me see what that stop would have been. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that on the minute, and I don't really want to switch back. But again, you're all ready for US 30, especially if you're trading this like on a point zero 0.01. Like you're already up 50 points on US 30 on a point zero 0.01. It's normally $50 depending on your broker. Sometimes it might be $5 if you have like the micro broker. But overall, really nice play right there. Probably same thing. You see that same thing on S&P. We had those marked up since Monday, so. Appreciate you guys for checking out this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. And I'll be back with y'all tomorrow to do more of an index breakdown. I'll definitely touch on NAS tomorrow as well and everything going on. So appreciate you guys. Let's get it. Have a safe day and good luck trading.